Well, greetings and welcome to our Week in Review video. We have made it. We've made it to the end of a most extraordinary term, and we all need to be congratulated, our students, our teachers and our parents. It is a term that we will remember for a long time to come. Normally at the end of a term we would be having our assemblies and get-togethers to recognise our outstanding achievers and our Gold Award winners and things like that. And it's really unfortunate that we're unable to do that at the moment, because celebrating the gifts and the abilities and the strengths of our students is a really important and transformational aspect of what we do here. It can actually be life-changing for the students. And as a dad, I was really challenged this week as I attended via Zoom these parent-teacher night. And as each teacher started off by explaining the strengths of my child, it made me think of how, as a father, I can tend to zero in on the things that my kids aren't doing and focus in on what they're doing wrong rather than what they're doing well. We do seem as parents to spend a lot of time and energy having conversations with our kids aimed at helping them and getting them to change. And I wonder if sometimes all they hear from us is what's wrong and why it's wrong and who is wrong. After that parent-teacher night, I left thinking, what would happen if we focused as parents, if our parental gaze was focused in on what's right with our kids, on what's working for them and what are their strengths? I believe that God has blessed each and every person with the unique combinations of strengths and abilities. And you know what? As parents, we are best placed to see and identify these strengths in our own children. And when young people are acknowledged for their strengths and when they're given opportunities to express them, it enhances how they feel and how they think and how they act. So how can we go about doing this? Well, I think the first thing we need to do is when we spot that strength in our child, is to let them know what we noticed. Right? We need to label that strength. We want them to claim this strength and own it for themselves. We want to give them then opportunities and experiences to foster that strength and develop it. Thirdly, we want to provide them with the equipment they need and the chance to practice in order to develop that strength. And finally, we want to be able to connect them in with others who role model the strength, whether that be in real life, whether that be in clubs or groups or in books or online. To be honest, as a dad, while there are still times that I need to address things in my kids that they do need to change, I find it so much more energizing to focus in on their strengths. It just simply makes parenting more fun. If you would like to read more about this, I can recommend a great book by an Australian author and psychologist, Lee Waters, titled The Strength Switch. But for now, I want you to have a wonderful, safe and a really well-deserved break, and we look forward to seeing you all again next term.